Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to the channel.
The channel, the Throga channel.
I was going to say, how are you? And then I didn't say anything. Don't know why.
Good.
As if you're going to read my
good.
mind.
How are you doing?
I'm doing awesome. And I'm excited to circle back to Arijit Singh.
Yeah,
We originally
absolutely.
said we were going to kind of pause and we wanted to experience more Indian artists, but it's honestly, as you guys have said
The
in the
requests
comments,
have been overwhelming. Yeah.
the ocean is too big for us to think we can possibly listen to it all anyway on any level. So let's respond to what you guys are asking for. This song in particular is being asked for from every Indian related content we've put out in the last few weeks. So I think we need to go there before we jump to our next lesson, which will be soon as well.
Yeah.
The song is spelled, I'm gonna let you try this one. Laal, Laal,
Laal.
right?
Mm-hmm.
ISHQ.
Laal Ishq. I forgot.
I just wanted to share the pain of trying to.
Oh, well, you could have put that up.
I could have helped out a little bit.
Yes. Laal Ishq, I would say.
And I just have a little side note here. The lyrics explore love as a quote unquote red love, which I believe is what the title is translated to. So it's about a very intense, a passionate love. And from my understanding, the last bit of information that I saw in the comments was that this was used in a film, a Bollywood film. I don't know if it was written for it or it was just used for. You guys can let us know from there. That's what we're doing today.
Yes, before we do, if you like what you see and you would like to support our channel, please hit like and subscribe, ring that bell so you can always keep up to date with what's going on with us.
We greatly appreciate it. All right.
Am I supposed to be saying something?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay,
There you
good.
go.
Okay.
Sometimes it freezes.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
This is a vibe already.
I know.
तुझ संग बैर लगाया
What a voice.
तुझ संग बैर लगाया ऐसा रहा ना मैं फिर अपने जैसा हो रहा ना मैं फिर अपने जैसा मेरा नाम इश्क तेरा नाम इश्क मेरा नाम इश्क तेरा नाम इश्क मेरा नाम इश्क तेरा नाम इश्क मेरा नाम तेरा नाम मेरा नाम इश्क ये लाल इश्क ये मलाल इश्क ये है इश्क ये बैर इश्क ये लाल इश्क ये मलाल इश्क ये है इश्क ये बैर इश्क
Let me do one pause here.
I love this.
It took like 20 seconds to feel like you were just in a teleporting tunnel to another time and space. Like immediately.
I'm telling you, my whole cellular vibration changes. It literally changes. I'm not exaggerating. It literally something happens to me when this music
believe
starts.
it.
It's
Yes.
crazy.
Just on the surface here real quick. His voice. So this is our only second time hearing his voice. There's something so calming and luring. There's just you just get pulled towards him. in a very calm, comfortable, warm sensation, just in response to the tone of his voice. And then, of course, the accuracy of his pitches, the melody choices, the phonetic flow. And we're reading the lyrics to get a sense of what's taking place. But the words that were chosen to connect and tell the stories it just pours out of him. And as far as the music goes, there's something rhythmically that's so intoxicating as well. Because we're reacting, the camera's on, we're supposed to, I don't know, provide our insight or whatever it is that we do on this channel. I had to force myself out of enjoying it to think, wait, that's really interesting with what's happening rhythmically. Like when the acoustic guitar would come in on these offbeat accents, and I'd listen for that in a moment, and then I just get lost in a daze with everything else that was happening again. It was like quicksand. Like I couldn't pull myself out long enough to think about what was happening because it was so beautiful.
Well, it creates a space, that just sucks you in. That's why it's so great it's so meditative, and it's so great when you're... All right, let's keep going.
Yeah.
अपना नाम बदल दूं या तेरा नाम छुपा लूं या छोड़ के सारी आग में बैराग उठा लूं बस एक रहे मेरा काम इश्क मेरा काम मेरा काम इश्क मेरा नाम इश्क तेरा नाम इश्क मेरा नाम तेरा नाम मेरा नाम इश्क ये लाल इश्क ये मलाल इश्क ये रब इश्क ये बैर इश्क ये लाल इश्क ये मलाल इश्क ये रब इश्क ये बैर
What's that instrument called? Please tell me in the chat. I love that.
Yeah.
I've heard it before, but I just don't know the name of it.
ये काली रात जकड़ ये ठंडा चांद पकड़ ओ ये काली रात जकड़ ये ठंडा चांद पकड़ दिन रात के बैरी भेद का रुख मोड़ के मैं रख दूं तुझ संग बैर लगाया ऐसा रहना मैं फिर अपने
Love that note.
Pause real quick. What was I want to say something too. What were you just saying?
I love that little note that he hangs. I mean, there's a lot that I like note-wise, but
Right.
that little tritone thing that happens.
Yes.
So that's the part of the verse that's sort of droning all in E flat, which the first part of the song, I'd have to listen to it again, maybe I missed it, but I felt like the first part was all sort of a singular drone, and the melody was the thing that was, the melody was creating the excitement, which that's more of the traditional music. And then as the song evolved, it started to, started going like that and stuff. And then this second verse did like a minor chord there, so that brought in some of the, I guess, the more modern sound.
Yeah.
So it's an interesting mix of the old and the new. And I think his voice, I can see how he could be sort of an ambassador for, like continuing the tradition, but also moving it forward, because he's got such a sort of modern pop
I was thinking
sound.
the same thing. It feels like he's connecting timelines in some ways. Like he's channeling something that's very rich and deep in the culture, and then just bringing it to, what works now in to our ears globally, and just beautifully done. The other thing I just wanted to point out was just his breathing is so effortless that he connects these very unexpected phrases, like where I would naturally expect a breath to be taken in. Maybe this is similar to what's happening percussively as well. It doesn't land where I expect it to. It's like, oh no, he went there instead. And it keeps me constantly engaged as a listener, just unraveling beautifully.
No, there's a magic to his tone, which is why he's probably in such high demand.
Yes.
And so heavily requested.
Yeah.
The droning thing.
ये लाल इश्क ये लाल इश्क ये इश्क ये इश्क ये लाल इश्क ये लाल
Sorry, every once in a while the lyrics froze, but I found it really interesting that the music felt very calm and grounded, yet flowing. All these contradictory words I want to use because
Let's
it's
say
hard to
centered.
describe. It's centered.
Yeah.
There's a balance taking place musically, but the lyrics, what it's talking about, is this extreme, unbridled
evocative,
love.
very evocative, very emotional.
Yeah, but to have that centered, this calm approach or perspective on something so extreme, I thought was interesting. Just
It kind of reminds me of the saying, it's like, plunge into battle while keeping your heart at the center of the lotus. It's like, it sort of invokes that imagery for, it's like you're out there, you're being active, and you're being emotional, you're experiencing everything it is to be human, but at the center you're still, where you are.
Yes.
That's at least the feeling that I get from it as well.
It's cool. It's cool imagery. Well, that was awesome. I thank you for the push to circle back to Arijit sooner than we had planned. Of course, there's going to be more of him and many more others on our clearly never-ending. There's certainly no lack of choices in terms of what to react to next. That's actually the biggest challenge. Is there's so many suggestions. There's so many directions to go in. So thank you for this one.
Beautiful.
We appreciate you hanging out with us today. We'll see you next time. Bye.
All right, guys. Thank you. See ya.